Well, howdy folks, and welcome back to the channel. Today we will go over a massive list, in no particular order, of the top investigations you might come across or want to start doing as a private investigator. The first type of investigation is called an accident investigation, and it entails gathering evidence in order to determine why and how an accident occurred, as well as who was at fault. If you are conducting an accident investigation, you may need to take detailed measurements on scene, take photos of the scene and the vehicles involved, and review police and other accident reports. The investigation of an accident can be divided into several levels, starting with the most basic and progressing to more advanced methods such as accident reconstruction and engineering. Then we have asset locations, which are concerned with the location of an individual's or a business's assets, such as real estate or automobiles. Asset locations can include the search of public records, interviews, canvassing a neighborhood, and possibly some surveillance. Many times you may be hired to conduct an asset location if you are working an infidelity case, a child custody case, or any case involving divorce or separation. As well, fraud cases, insurance surveillance cases, and other investigations may require an asset locate. Then we have background checks on our list. Background checks include looking for information such as criminal records, employment history, civil court cases, marital status, and other information. Often a background check will require an asset locate investigation to be conducted too. Doing a background check regarding employment history, housing, and pretty much anything financial related is difficult and requires special training in regard to federal and state laws regarding what information can and cannot be provided for employment, housing, and other financial matters. Then we have bug sweeps or TSCM sweeps, which are technical surveillance countermeasure sweeps that use very sophisticated and very expensive equipment to identify and locate audio recording devices, video recording devices, and tracking devices. One of the biggest mistakes many private investigators do when moving into the TSCM industry is buying cheap pieces of equipment online rather than investing in high quality equipment, which also includes professional training. This leads to a false sense of security for both the investigator and the PI's clients, as they think, keyword think, they have done a thorough job. I have had several clients over the years bring us in after they hired the cheap PI who found nothing, only to find out there were credible threats they were never aware of. Next is cell phone forensics, where an expert can analyze cell phone activity, phone location, and other data stored on the device. These types of forensic investigations necessitate the use of highly specialized training and equipment, much like TSCM investigations. Investigations into child custody or child support involve observing the activities of a child who is entrusted with either a parent, grandparents, aunts or uncles, or a guardian, or observing the activities of a parent during and not during parenting time. Child custody and support related investigations are quite common and are the bread and butter investigations for many private investigators. Most child custody or support investigations will include some form of surveillance, as well background checks and asset locates too. That leads us into civil investigations. Among the responsibilities of civil investigators is the collection of evidence in connection with a civil matter. Many times these civil matters include one individual suing or accusing another individual of certain activities. As well, divorces, legal separations, and property rights are just some of the things that may be the subject of civil disputes. Computer forensics is similar to cell phone forensics, and it can include gathering activity logs, data storage, and other information off of a computer or laptop, among other things. Many times, computer forensic experts are brought in to examine other pieces of equipment, such as routers, network switches, and other computer peripherals. The investigation of acts of hacking, remote system monitoring, cyberbullying, and other types of malicious activity conducted on the internet with the intent to cause harm to others is classified as cybercrime investigations. Corporate investigations are investigations that can vary in scope and may include determining whether an employee or business partner is stealing from the company, determining whether an ex-employee is taking customers or has stolen intellectual property. Then there is criminal investigations, which include gathering evidence related to legal criminal cases as well as other criminal activities. Some of these cases are related to criminal defense in areas such as DUIs, domestic violence, as well as serious felonies such as murder, assault, and attempted murder. Other investigations involved in criminal cases may include scene investigations, interviews, a review of police reports, and neighborhood canvassing. Due diligence investigations are investigations into a company's or an individual's business history, financial performance, client structure, and other aspects of the company or an individual's business. Most of the time, these are conducted prior to the hire of an executive or the entering into a business agreement with another company or an individual. Executive protection is a service a large number of PIs provide. This can include physical bodyguard services in order to ensure the safety of high priority clients. Financial investigations are concerned with the identification and analysis of bank accounts, retirement accounts, and investment accounts, as well as the location of money, where it came from, where it went, and how it was used. Our next specialty area of investigation involves the gathering and examining of evidence to identify the cause and impacts of fires, arsons, and explosions. This area of investigation requires considerable background experience in this field to ensure the investigation is done correctly. Fraud investigations are investigations connected with a variety of other categories of investigations. This requires a search for evidence in cases where someone is or has intentionally misrepresented a situation in order to achieve a financial advantage from someone else. Infidelity and cheating spouse cases are extremely common for many PIs. An infidelity case may come up when questions of marital or relational loyalty arise. These types of cases commonly involve significant surveillance of someone's spouse or significant other, along with a certain level of social media or online investigations. Insurance fraud investigations is another popular area of investigations for private investigators. These generally include searching for and collecting evidence in connection with potential false insurance claims, such as hail damage, home burglaries, fire, and other matters. Interviews, photography, surveillance, and canvassing of the surrounding area are some of the methods that may be used in an insurance fraud investigation. The investigation of missing persons entails the gathering of evidence about a person's whereabouts and activities. You may have heard about them in connection with runaway or missing children, missing spouses, elderly people, at-risk individuals, or people who have not been seen or heard from for a long period of time. A lot of private investigators conduct locates and skip traces. These two terms are similar, but there are some differences in their application. In most cases, skip traces consist of running an individual through a series of reports in one or more PI databases, analyzing the results and determining where that individual is most likely to be living. On the other hand, locates may include phone calls to family and friends, as well as boots on the ground work, such as interviewing family and friends, past neighbors, employers, co-workers, in order to not just locate the subject, but confirm the location of the subject. Process serving or legal service of process is something many PIs do, either as part of their working on a case and serving witnesses for an existing case, or as a side gig delivering legal documents such as summonses or subpoenas to individuals. While not preferred work for many private investigators, doing process serve often can make huge differences in the company's financial status, as well keep the PI busy and bring in new clients. Next, we have public records investigations, which entail gathering public records and documents from counties, cities, or towns, as well as state government records as part of many types of investigations, to include felony or misdemeanor criminal cases, domestic cases, civil cases, or other inquiries. And one of my favorite is OSINT, or Open Source Intelligence Investigations, which includes social media and online evidence gathering. OSINT investigations are being used to support a wide range of other types of investigations. This involves gathering online evidence for things like alibis, proof of relationship, activities, photo identification, the identification of well-known associates, and a plethora of other things of interest. Surveillance investigations are probably the most well-known and thought of investigations when it comes to private investigators. Surveillance is commonly associated with child custody disputes, marital disputes, and insurance fraud cases. Two types of more common surveillance are stationary surveillance and mobile surveillance. While on stationary surveillance, a PI may find themselves sitting inside the cramped quarters of their surveillance vehicle for very long periods of time. Then mobile surveillance is used when the subject becomes active and moves from one location to another. Investigating wrongful death and serious bodily injury is another definite specialty area of investigations. It is possible that these could include anything from suicide cases to accident investigations to police shootings and other scenarios. These investigators are commonly required to have some level of formal training and work experience. Hey, check out this video if you want to know 14 things you probably never knew about private investigators.